Hey everybody, it is day 33 and I am so thrilled about today's topic because it's one of the topics that has unlocked the most for me. It's this. Do you remember our Hearing God chart? I made a simple one for you today and I'm going to show it to you, and I'm sorry it's not well done. I ran out of room. But what does God's voice sound like? Well, it's always going to come from a place of love, life, joy, conviction. The Spirit of God convicts us. What is that? What is conviction? The other is very, very different. You know, God does not speak from a place of lack or fear. Like we've been talking about, he doesn't speak from this place of destruction, a tearing apart, shame. He doesn't speak from a place of despair, and I might have spelled that wrong. He does not speak from a voice of condemnation. So the Holy Spirit's voice is one of conviction, but never condemnation. Jesus says that he came to save the world, not to condemn the world. That word save there is the word krino, and it's a word of judgment. And the judgment in this word, it's literally to approve, to show that one is chosen, to render a favorable verdict, to have the final judgment from a positive place of settling the question at hand. So if condemnation is coming to question who you are, to accuse, conviction is coming. The conviction of God comes to say you're the loved children of God. So much so that God sent his only son, John 3, so that he could bear in his body all the brokenness, all the death, all the pulling apart, the death and destruction and despair, all the fear, all the lack. He says, literally, let me show you that you are loved. I'm going to take it all. I'll take it all on me, the God of the universe, so that you know without a shadow of a doubt that you are judged as chosen, beloved children of God. And that knowledge is what unearths accusation. It unearths the voice of condemnation. And now we have a choice, because if we choose to listen to the voice of accusation, you're broken, you're disconnected, you're unloved, you're unworthy. All those voices we've been talking about: shame, fear, lack, condemnation, which comes from a place of accusation, tells us a lie about who we are, and it keeps us stuck in a place of darkness. Because as long as we believe the opposite of what Jesus lived to tell us and to show us, as long as we believe that we're disconnected, we're not lovable, we're not enough, then it's literally like sitting in a room with the lights off. Condemnation keeps us in a room that's dark. Conviction comes and flips the switch and allows us to connect with the source of all life and all light. So we're going to keep talking about this tomorrow, but right now I want to lead you through a really simple prayer. Jesus, quiet every voice other than yours. Jesus, what does condemnation sound like in my life? How does condemnation work? It's probably subtle. So what are the subtle ways that condemnation speaks to me? Now go back through there and listen. Listen for what Jesus is saying about what condemnation and how it functions for you, how it comes in subtly, and let him speak to those places. Jesus, condemnation has said this, but what do you say?